in me. Well, I'm going to give it my best shot.
Good. Then you'll accept the bequest and start the school?
I want to. You know, Vicki, if all it took was a knowledge of how to educate people with blindness, I wouldn't hesitate. But starting a school from the ground up, it's going to take a lot more than my expertise. Actually, that's why I wanted to talk to you. I was thinking that if you're not ready to go back to the Banner...
Sarah, I'd help you if I could. I can't now. In the first place, my expertise is publishing, not education. In the second place, I'm really not ready to leave the children and go back to work yet.
Of course not. I'm very sorry for putting you on the spot.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. But listen, not just because I can't help doesn't mean you're not going to find the help you need.
I don't even know where to start.
Sarah, you've only been back a few hours. You need some rest. You need to get your bearings. And then I think you should put down all your ideas and thoughts and questions on paper. Once you have a clear idea of what you need, you'll know where to go to get the answers. I have no doubt but that you'll succeed.
You know who you sound like. He always used to say to me, Miss Sarah Gordon, if you put your mind to it, there isn't anything... I'm sorry. Maybe we ought to talk about something else.
No. I love talking about it. I love thinking about it. It's not just pain, you know. There's a lot of joy. Especially when I know how very proud he would be of you for starting a school.
If I can pull it off, I'd like to call it the Clint Buchanan Center for the Blind, if you wouldn't mind.
I can't think of anything that would make me happier. Thank you.
Listen, I just got some pictures back from Greece.
Oh.
Would you like to see them?
I would love to see them, yes, thank you. Oh, my word.
Yeah, that's the entrance to the Dinako State.
Well, that looks like a Grecian temple. Wow.
Oh, and that is Elena and me on the Dinakos yacht.
Not bad either.
No.
I could live on that.
Vicki, I'm sorry. I forgot that I started these pictures in Arizona.
He looks so happy. He looks so healthy. Seeing him there on Oki, it's so hard to believe that he's...
Vicki? Vicki, what's wrong?
Yes, could you tell Max Holden that I need to see him in his suite? Thank you very much.
Woman, you crazy or what?
Senor Holden, I thought you enjoyed a good ride.
That wasn't a ride. That was a damn race.
Don't they teach you how to gallop back in Texas?
Oh, yeah. What they don't teach us is to expect a woman to ride like that.
Uh-huh. I'm told I have an excellent seat.
Can't argue that. Especially when you're wearing that outfit. The way you ride is more than smooth. I haven't seen many men in my life ride with that kind of abandon.
So much for the wild, wild west. I learned to ride in England. Girl can learn much from the gauchos out here, the way they ride the pampas as though they own it.
Learned a lot from the gauchos, huh? You think you, might be able to teach me a few tricks?
Senor Holden, I was referring to the horseback riding.
You know, Don Alonzo had you pegged all wrong.
Why? What did he say?
Well, he said you were this innocent, soft-spoken girl who'd been educated abroad. How your father had you cloistered here, but hell, you got more spirit than this horse.
Senor Holden, are you disappointed?
Do I look disappointed?
I suppose I should show you the rest of the house and the grounds. Maybe invite you to meet my father, have dinner.
Far be it from me to violate the customs of the country. Where's Steve?
Oh, he left.
What do you mean he left?
I had to deal with a crisis down at the docks. While I was on the phone, he walked out. I checked downstairs, and he left for the airport to Arizona.
Don't you think you should have gone after him? He is your husband. Aren't you two making this thing work?
I told him that Al and I would be home in a week. If he can't handle that, it's his fault.
It's your marriage, and if it means as much to you as it does to Steve, you should have been going after him.
Max, believe me, my marriage means everything to me. That's why I'm here in your suite. I need to talk to you. You may be the only one who can keep my marriage together.
Come on in to the...
There's no way I can go back to the ranch until I get my fabric out of all the red tape down at the docks. That's where you come in.
Me.
Well, if you won't help me, who will?
Gabrielle, last time I offered you a hand, Steve took it the wrong way. He nearly chopped it off.
I know that, but if you help me, you'll still be helping.
That's the same thing you said to me last time. Now, look, Steve and I have our ups and downs. Right now, we're on an up, and I don't want to blow it.
Max, when you loaned me the $50,000, you said you'd help me with the company.
Yes, I remember I said that.
All right, then look at it this way. The sooner I get that fabric shipped to Arizona, the sooner Al and I can go back to the ranch.
You mean it? Once this is taken care of, you go back to Arizona?
Why do you think I'm so desperate to go and get it?
Okay, fine. Tomorrow morning, I pick you up. We drive to Philadelphia first thing.
Oh, Max, thank you. From all of us. I just wish I could be as much help to you.
Me, I'm on top of the world. I mean, the hotel's booked solid. I'm rolling in the dough.
Come on, Max, you don't need to put on a front for me. I know how painful it must have been for you to walk out of the church on your wedding day. If you need to talk about it, I'm here.
The only thing that seems to help is keep him busy. Only trouble is this hotel keeps running itself practically anymore. I got to find a few distractions, but I will. Don't worry about me.
But I do worry about you. Your family, aren't you? Till tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Nothing. Sarah was trying to cheer me up.
But you were crying. Is there anything I can do?
No. Nothing. There's nothing anyone can do. Excuse me, I want to be alone.
Sarah, what happened?
I was trying to raise Vicky's spirits by showing her some pictures from Greece.
But these are pictures...
Yeah, I know. Pictures of Clint. I forgot that I started the roll of film in Arizona. When Vicky saw them, she...
Oh, honey, it was an accident. I mean, that could have happened to any of us.
I know. It's just... I mean, to think that I hurt her after all that she and this family have done for me.
Well, I know you didn't mean to hurt her, and I know that she knows you didn't mean to hurt her. Sarah, can I be honest with you about something?
Sure, Tina. What is it?
Well, while you're weighing your decision about, staying here or going back to Greece, I'm sure Vicky has, offered for you to stay here at Landfair, hasn't she?
Yes, she's been very generous, as usual. Why?
Well, I was just, wondering, just kind of thinking out loud here that, Vicky is so sensitive right now. And I don't know, seeing you around the house just might make her think of Clint. I mean, you might even not need photographs. Just seeing you around might be enough.
You're saying you think I should find someplace else to stay?
Well, I hate thinking of you having to stay in some big hotel room or with some friends for a long time, but then again, I know how much you care about Vicky.
No, I think you're right. I really should have been more sensitive of Vicky's needs.
Well, I would never ask you to move out, but if you think it's best for Vicky...
I do. And for me. I think if I take a room at a hotel, it's going to give me more flexibility in terms of setting up meetings and...
Well, this just might be the best solution for everybody, then.
Yeah. Tina, thanks a lot for the suggestion. Information. I need the number of Holden Towers.
Darling, I'm going to freshen up.
Asa, I want to explain something.
No explanation required, not to me. But you do owe Renee an apology, several.
I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
Any other woman would have hit the ceiling. Future son-in-law showing such disrespect. Not Renee, no. She makes excuses for you. I can't, I won't.
Oh, come on. It was a business lunch, Pa. That doesn't include Renee.
This is my business, isn't it? Where have you been all these months? Well, I held it together by gut and spit.
Pa,
now let me finish. Two things I could count on. My own experience and the love of a good woman, Renee Devine. You can't accept that, fine. Or maybe you feel guilty being away so long, so you're bending over backwards to help, and you don't know the damage you're doing.
Okay. Okay, you're right. If I was rude to Renee, I apologize to you and to her. But, Pa, I'm sorry. It just seems to me that you're rushing into this marriage just a little too fast.
I don't remember asking for your opinion.
Paul, you hardly even know this woman.
I know all I need to know. Renee Devine was there when I needed someone. Not once, but time after time. You don't understand, Bo. That woman loves me. Can't do enough for me. And by thunder, I'm going to take care of her as long as I can.
I want you to be happy. Honestly. But I just want you to just stop and think.
Bo, I have. Do you think in your right mind I ever expected to get married again? But I met Renee. Because this is her first marriage, she still believes in the institution.
Wait a minute.
No, damn it, Bo. No, you listen. I'm going to give her the finest, grandest wedding this town has ever seen.
Hurry, time is running out on Color Tile's biggest sale of the year.
Maybe I didn't hear you right. You said this is Renee's first marriage?
Right. Surprise you?
Asa?
Wait a minute. I know your brain is working in overtime. You got something to say, just say it.
All right. All right. You're going to hit the ceiling, but I'm just going to have to live with that. What I can't live is staying silent right now.
Bo Buchanan, spit it out.
Paul, I hired a private investigator to look into Renee's past.
You did what?
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe he has bad manners, if that's what you want to call it. There were so many questions about this woman, I had to get some answers, Pa.
My own son, you hire some sleazy private eye to spy on my fiancée. I swear, Bo, how could you do that?
Well, first of all, it wasn't some sleazy private eye. I hired John Russell because I know you trust the man.
So what'd you find? That Renee stole some apples from a greengrocer when she was 10?
John didn't find anything in Renee's past that would cause me any alarm.
Hallelujah! You could have come to me and saved a hefty fee.
There was no alarm until now. You say that Renee's never been married before, huh? That's just not true, Pa.
I don't believe it, but get it all out.
Well, you better believe it. John found a marriage certificate, plus all sorts of other official documentation. There's no question Renee Devine was married back in Nevada.
No, it's not true. Renee told me she wouldn't lie.
It gets worse.
Please, Bo, don't censor yourself now. Out with it.
Renee married a wealthy businessman. The man's name was Dexter Braddock. Now, they were married just over a year. Braddock was an invalid right after they got married. Renee nursed him right up until he died. Now, when he died, they opened his will. They found out that he left everything to Renee.
Stop, Bo. That is enough.
Do you think I enjoy this? This is something that you have to know, Pa. I'm telling you.
I don't believe it. Not about Renee.
Well, you better believe it. It's a fact she was married before, which also means that it's a fact that she lied to you, Pa, right from the start.
Sarah! Hey, Sarah. Hey, what's the big rush?
Can I talk to you later?
Well, no, actually, I came all the way out here from the Banner just to see how you're doing.
Fine. Busy.
Why you so busy? Hey, come on, I thought you said you were going to take your time before you made a decision what to do with the school.
I am. I just figure if I stay at the Holden Towers, I'm going to be able to put all my time and thought into making this decision. So, if you'll excuse me...
Wait a second. Holden Towers, Vicky didn't insist that you stay here?
Yes, she did. But I just thought that I'd have more flexibility in terms of setting up meetings and appointments if I was staying at the hotel.
Oh, you tell me you're going to have more flexibility by staying at a hotel instead of staying at a big mansion here where you've got Heron and an entire staff at your disposal. You got your own room, you got a library, you got a study,
all right. There is another reason. Court, I do not want to be a burden to Vicky.
A burden? Hey, come on. Sarah, you have been nothing but a friend to this family since the minute you walked through that door.
When I first came here, it was as a therapist to your father. Now, every time Vicky sees me, she's going to have to confront some really painful memories.
Yeah, well, she confronts those same memories every time she looks at me then. Come on, I am Clint's son, in case you have forgotten. Every time I turn around, I'm sure she sees part of Clint in me.
That's different. Your family.
Well, you're the next best thing. Sarah, I'm sorry, I just don't understand this. Unless, of course, maybe Vicky said something to you.
No, no, of course not.
Well, then what? Wait a minute. Let me take a wild stab at this. You been talking to Tina by any chance?
We talked.
Oh.
It was not her idea, Cord. I made the decision on my own.
Yeah, I bet you did, with a little nudge from my ex-wife, huh?
Cord, I am capable of making up my own mind.
Well, believe me, Sarah, so am I. Just do me a favor, all right? Just stay here for 2 seconds. I will go talk to Vicky, and I will bet you that she insists that you stay here just as planned, all right?
Sarah, your cap pulled...
You boys must be hard of hearing. I told them others, and I'm telling you, we're closed.
Oh, come on, Jake. Can't you make a little exception, just for us?
Yeah, for us and our 6 pals. Hey, why are you boys giving me a hard time? I told you I just want to go fishing.
And I told you we're just going fishing ourselves. Only we're going to sit right here and wait for the big one to come to us. And he ought to be coming real soon. Well, why don't you just go ahead and go fishing there, Jake? We'll mind the store.
Hey, well, help yourselves to what you want. You know where I'll be.
Got it now.
If you want soup with that...
I know you've got everything in hand. Soap and come in. I just thought there might be something that needed my personal attention. No, huh? Nothing. Okay. No, you're doing a great job. Bye.
So what's got you in such a lovely mood?
I told you I need to keep busy. Trouble is, this damn hotel is running so smoothly that...
Max, what's the matter?
Nothing. This outfit you're wearing, you've worn this before, haven't you?
This old riding habit? Yes, it's possible. I haven't worn it in a long time, though. I packed it in case I could go riding here in Lambview.
Wait a minute, that's it. You wore this the first time... It's been a long time.
I confess I did wear it for a reason. I have to wait till tomorrow to pick up the fabric, and you did mention you needed some distractions. So I'm here to take you riding with me.
Riding?
Yes, Vicky said I could use the stables at Lambfair anytime I wished, and today is a beautiful spring day.
That's a great offer, but you see, I got lots of business to take care of. I mean, there's whole piles of it here.
Max, I heard you on the telephone, remember? I'm sure you could get away for an hour or so.
Yeah, well, see, that's the funny thing about the hotel biz. You know, you never know when a crisis is going to arise.
So get a beeper. Max, I know you need to get your mind off of Tina and the pain that you've gone through in the last few days. Back in Buenos Aires, I remember a ride used to do wonders for you.
A lot of things have happened since Buenos Aires.
All the more reason for you to recapture the freedom and happiness. Don't you deserve that?
Since when did you learn how to appeal to my selfish interests?
I'm learning, Max. I'm learning.
Okay. Let me put on my jeans and boots. You wait here for me.
Of course. But don't rush. We've got nothing but time.
Cord, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I bet you didn't. Looks like I got here in the nick of time. Stay here. Listen, Sarah, do me a favor. Will you talk to Heron, all right, and have him tell the cab driver that you're not going to be needing his services?
Cord, I have already made up my mind.
Please, just give me 2 seconds to talk to Tina, all right? And then you can go wait in the study, and then you and I will both talk to Vicky, all right? And we will work something out for everybody.
You know, I think I'm going to go upstairs and...
No, stay right where you are. Sarah, please.
All right, I will send the cab driver away. Cord, I am not staying here if it's too hard on Vicky.
Agreed.
Okay.
Isn't she just the sweetest thing? You know, she just offered herself just to move out. It was her idea. I tried to talk her out of it and everything, but, you know, she's so determined not to hurt me.
You are unbelievable. You know, you never stop.
What are you... Why are you looking at me like that?
I am looking at you. I am looking at the woman who not 2 hours ago told me that she was going to stop telling lies, stop manipulating people, and what do? The minute I turn around, she pulls the same old trick all over again.
Look, I merely stated the obvious.
Oh, yeah, well, that's your specialty now, isn't it, Tina?
Well, what am I supposed to do? I come in the room and Vicky is crying because Sarah showed her some photographs of Clint.
So?
So, when she runs out of the room crying, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I merely mentioned the fact that seeing Sarah around the house is going to remind Vicky of Clint. And then Sarah suggested that she move out. Not me, it was her idea.
Now, that is bull, Tina, and you know it. If Vicky had wanted Sarah to leave, she would have said something herself.
Oh, and is it so wrong of me to think about my sister?
No, it is not wrong of you to think about your sister, but you were thinking about the one person you always think about, yourself.
No, don't get angry at me.
Oh, no, this is not angry, Tina. I guess you must have forgotten. I'm just getting warmed up here. All right, now, wait. Let's forget about the fact that you were duping Vicky and you were duping Sarah. But I have been there before, and I swear I will never let that happen to me again.
But I wasn't doing that.
Tina, you were doing the same thing all over again. The games, the manipulations, all of it. You got this idea in your head that you want us to be a little bit closer, all right? So you start pulling the strings. 1, 2, 3. You don't care how I feel about that, Tina. This is what I couldn't take before. This is why we can't be together. It's what broke us up, remember?
Court, I'm sorry, all right?
I don't care if you're sorry, Tina. You know, if there was ever a chance of us getting any closer than we are right now, you've blown it. Totally. Never again. You think I don't mean it? I mean it. I mean it.
Cody? Cody, you in here? Cody! Doesn't make a lot of sense. Man asked me to meet him here, and then he doesn't show up.
Well, if it ain't our old pal Clint. Fancy meeting you here.
Tonight, if you suffer from severe headaches, find out new ways to get rid of them on 2020.
This is Joan London.
And Charles Gibson.
Next week, Michael J. Fox talks about his role in Bright Lights, Big City.
Plus a look behind the scenes of TV's 30-something.
On